All right, so I'm here with Tom Lovelady, one of my longtime students and one of the 10 or so longest drivers that you're going to see out there. So that was a long drive for a lot of folks, but there's times that you'd like to have a little extra gas in the tank,
right,
and hit one of those high bombs. Everybody wants to know how to hit a high bomb, and I think it's interesting because you do a lot of stuff different from especially setup perspective when you're trying to hit the high bomb and gain a little extra carry and a little extra total distance.
Right, yeah. So first I'll tee it up a little higher than normal.
Okay.
And that's really all I'll do with that. Setup wise, I'll put a lot more pressure on my back foot. I'll start kind of more in the back, have my shoulders a little tilted, and I'd probably have 60-40 back to front, which allows me to really get everything back here, a big turn, in order to get everything coming through and coming up, swinging up and getting all my weight transferred through.
For most golfers, if you want to hit a bigger, harder, higher driver, you can do most of the work at setup.
Right.
And I love what you say, because I see lots of folks that get in there and they just hit one drive. They have one swing for the driver. They swing same as they do everything else.
Right.
And really launching a driver is a little bit different golf swing and especially a little bit different setup.
Right.
So go ahead and basically what we're trying to do is to launch it higher, and we're going to do that through setup. So jump in there.
Right. So what was
your angle of attack there was plus 1.9.
So I was hitting 2 up on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would guess this is definitely going to be a little bit more than that.
Okay. So set up first the way you did for the last one, right?
So teed up a little bit higher. My last one, I was probably about here.
Right.
You know,
now pretty level.
Now I'm going to be a little bit more back, shoulders a little bit more pointing up, which allows me to get behind it and get the ball up in the air.
Right. When you set up that way and you make that backswing, do you feel like you can use the ground a little more to push off going through?
Yeah, I definitely get back here and I have a majority of the weight here, and as I'm coming through, I'm pushing off the inside and turning with this left foot also. So power's coming from the right foot, and the left foot is helping me turn through and get the ball up and going.
So that carried 307, 330 total basically. And look, your angle of attack went from 2 to 5.3.
Yeah.
So you did most of that with your setup, and that gives you an extra basically 15, 20 yards. And I think if a regular golfer got on one of those holes where you got a lot of room, I mean, you wouldn't do that on the tight hole.
No.
But you get there on one of those wide open par 5s, you want to carry a bunker or carry the corner of a tree. It's a great way to get extra distance. I think the average golfer could learn a lot from it too.
Yeah, for sure. It's a huge advantage. And all you're really doing is changing your setup, and you're having the same swing. It's just changing a little thing here or there.